Alright, so on the screen we have the latest tweet made by the X handle of the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and it reads, all eyes on the squad list, hashtag Mission X, hashtag Source Super Falcons. Now, one thing not mentioned in this tweet right here is anything about the friendly match set up against Portugal. It's supposed to be played this Monday, the 23rd of June in Lisbon, Portugal, but nothing really has been said about it by the NFF. And I even made a video yesterday kind of asking the question, is the match really gonna hold? Well, now we have a little bit more of a cause to be optimistic, because there are reports that not only are talking about the match, but are also talking about another match that has been set up by the Nigerian Football Federation. We'll be getting into that in this video. We'll also be talking about the coaching situation. How much power does Justin Madugu have as head coach of the team? We got to get into that. But first, please take a second or two to like this video. Really helps the channel. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to start with a report about the Super Falcons friendly matches. Like I said, another friendly has been added to the team schedule along with the one against Portugal. Hopefully that one will be played. And the team the Super Falcons are going to be playing will be the Black Queens of Ghana, a team that we already are familiar with, of course, and a team that is going to be participating in the Women's AFCON. This report we're going to get from The Nation, written by Joshua Osinowo, and it came out today. Super Falcons to face Portugal, Ghana in pre-WAFCON friendlies. And we're going to start from right here. The Nigerian Football Federation recently announced that the 9-time African champions will take on Portugal in June 23rd. In addition, interim head coach Justin, I don't know how they got Justin instead of Justin Madugu confirmed that the Super Falcons will also face Ghana in a second preparatory match, also to be staged in Morocco. So yeah, after the camp in Portugal, then you move on to Morocco for the final camp for the WAFCON, which will be just a few days. Then in that time, you're going to be playing Ghana right before the competition starts. Pretty good side, like I said, they are part of the competition, a solid side to take on. I would have liked to play them a little bit further away from the competition, but it is what it is. We'll be playing Ghana right after the one against Portugal. And like I said, not too much from the NFF about these games, but we do have reports talking about them. This one was from yesterday from the Daily Post. Mike Oyebola, the writer, WAFCON 2024. Super Falcons set to open camp in Portugal. And it goes, the Super Falcons of Nigeria will open camp in Portugal this week as they step up preparations for the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. Daily Post reports. Justin Madugu's side will also take on Portugal in a friendly on the 23rd of June. The highly anticipated encounter served as part of preparation for the WAFCON 2024 finals. And this Daily Post learned head coach Madugu already submitted his squad for the trip to Portugal to the Nigerian Football Federation. The list is expected to be made public this week, and this week is running out. We're on Thursday, so thinking maybe by tomorrow the list should be out. It definitely should be out. I think that's the last day the list can be out. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. The 9-time will fly directly to Morocco from Portugal for the competition. Nigeria's opening game. Okay, we already know all that stuff. So yeah, as you see right there, the reports are still saying that the game is on. The reports are still saying the list will be coming out. I'm thinking something like tomorrow the list will come out. You already saw from the beginning on the Super Falcons X handle, they're talking about the list. So I'm thinking the list will soon be out. But at the same time, I just don't feel right about this situation. I feel like we've not done a good job. We've not done right by the team. I see they're coming out with a Mission X. You might as well call it Mission Impossible when a team has only had one friendly match in a whole year. Others have had 4 or 5 friendly matches So you're behind right there when something like that goes down. And you could have been in camp. Yes, you probably couldn't have your foreign based players in camp, but why not have the home based players in camp and get something going on? Even if it's only 2 or 3 players that you pick at the end, you would have at least had them working in the meantime. But we're just lazy over here. We just rely on the Super Falcons. The Super Falcons, I feel, are probably the greatest team in the history of the world, because you look at all these great teams, the Barcelonas, the Real Madrid, how good would they be without their management? And we don't have any management when you talk about the Super Falcons, and look at what they've achieved. So that's why I say they're probably the greatest team ever created on earth, because I mean, the other great teams, they have a lot of things in common, and it means organization. It means people that are actually trying to win things, people that are actually on the same goal of trying to be great. But in this situation, they get the least of attention and they're expected to get the most of results, and it's just not right. But that's just my side rant when it comes to that situation. And now, last but not least, of course, the Justin Madugu talk. Like I asked, how much in control is he of the Super Falcons? How much in control is he of his list? And I say this because before the World Cup, before the last World Cup, there was the interview that was put out. Randy Waldrum came out calling out the NFF, said they were trying to force players on him. He said they refused to let his assistant coach work with him. And you look at this situation right here. Here's a coach that's not even a full-time coach. He's only an interim coach. So you wonder, how much power does he have? Can he say no? That's the real question. Can he say no? If they say, hey, we want you to select this goalkeeper, we want you to select this midfielder, can he say no? Because there is the track record of the NFF trying to force players on coaches and forcing players on coaches. Ahmed Musa on Get It Raw, Amaju Pinnick brings it up as something like a call to glory, something to pat himself on the back with. But I mean, when you look at it, you did force him to fight Ahmed Musa, even though it did work out. Congratulations to you on that one, but you forced him to do something that he wasn't trying to do. So just like this situation, does the coach really have full control of this team? Does he have full creative control of the team? Can he select who he wants to select? Can he play who he wants to play? Those are the questions I'm asking. I'm not accusing. I hope everybody can see the difference. I'm not accusing. I'm just bringing up the points why I'm asking, because this has happened in the past. That has happened in the past. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying, oh, they're forcing them, but I'm just asking the question. How much authority does he have when it comes to the list? Did he submit the list without any pressure on him? Did somebody say, hey, I want this player there? Did somebody say, hey, I didn't want this player there? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. And you guys let me know in the comment section. And make sure to like this video, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.